I feel social learning theory, differential association theory, seems to be the best predictor of future delinquent behavior. In my studies of the differing theories, the clearest definition of social learning theory came from Ronald Ackers, in which he states, "It is the process through which an individual rationalizes, evaluates, and assigns right and wrong." This definition in and of itself is simple and complex at the same time, as individuals may have differing opinions as to what is wrong. Say a person makes friends with a burglar. This burglar partakes in behaviors that most in society would gauge as criminal. The longer this person hangs out with the burglar, the better the chances the person becomes a burglar themselves. This defines differential association theory, but the same is true for a person that hangs out with someone who makes what society deems good life choices and does not commit crimes. This imitation or modeling behavior is one way humans learn behaviors, be them good or bad. It is also how they learn to navigate the world around them. Kendra Cherry talks of this theory in her article, How Social Learning Theory Works. Cherry talks of Albert Bandura's ideas, which state that the learning is not only found in a book, but also by observing what others do. The three main ideas that Cherry states are in the core of social learning theory. They are paraphrased by me. That people can learn by watching. Mental states are an integral part of learning, and just because you watched it does not mean you will be able to do it. For example, watching cooking shows teach you by observation how to create a wonderful meal. So in following Cherry's concepts, this is how the cooking show will commence. I watch Rachel Ray or any other chef cook a fabulous meal. I take wonderful notes, and in my head, this is going to be the best meal ever. So the cooking begins. I chop, I slice, I dice. I saute, and I do everything I observed in the meal, and it is an utter failure. I failed to repeat the same meal seen on the show. Why, you may ask? According to Bandura, the 4 steps of observational learning are attention, retention, reproduction, and motivation. So one needs to pay attention with what you are trying to learn. Distractions will interfere with learning, just as something that interests you will enhance what you learn to do. Retention of that information is equally important in the learning process, so it needs to be on the forefront of your mind. Reproduction of the learning comes with practice. Motivation is important in that it is what gives you the drive to imitate the behaviors. I know this is supposed to be about how people learn socially acceptable behaviors, but for me, comparing it to a cooking show helped me understand the theory and hopefully helps you too.